Hey everyone, I'm Aishwarya Mahapatra and welcome back to my channel. So this is the first month of 2023 and a lot of you might already have gotten into a 6-month internship. Some of you might have a combined offer, a combined full-time offer. However, there might be a lot of other people who don't have a combined full-time offer. So basically, during the whole duration of your internship, you have to absolutely prove yourself so that the company has confidence in you that you will be a good hire for them. So in this video, I will be discussing what are the things that you should be doing to grab that pre-placement offer. Throughout this video, I will also be sharing my personal experiences and what are the things that I did which really proved to be very helpful. So without any further ado, let's get started with the video. So the very first point to take care of is preparing yourself before the internship. Right? So what generally happens in most of the companies, if you are an intern, you are given a mentor, right? And in some cases, you will also be in contact or get in contact with your mentor before the internship. Now, in case you get this opportunity, definitely take advantage of this opportunity, right? In my case, definitely I was able to contact my mentor around a couple of months before my internship, I would say. And I had a good discussion with him. And secondly, I asked to give him an overview of what my project will look like. So try to utilize the time between this meet and before the internship starts in learning these technologies, because these are going to be very helpful during the internship. Now, the next point comes when you start your internship, right? In most of the firms, what actually happens is you end up getting a 1 to 2 day of orientation, and these are really important. These are more firm specific, right? So one thing which I'm definitely going to emphasize throughout this video is note taking. And the first stage of note taking is during the orientation, right? Because what generally happens during orientations is that they maybe want you to complete some compliance related courses during the whole span of the internship, and you will also be working on your project. So you need to prioritize both the things together, right? You cannot compromise one over other. Another thing is that it might be possible there are a few things your firm doesn't want you to do, and if you have not focused enough during your orientation, you might end up doing that, right? So again, it's very important for you to note down the important points that is being told to you during the orientation. So now once you're done with your orientation, the next step is definitely you meeting your mentor, right? I'm sure you will be having an elaborate discussion about the project you'll be working upon, right? You'll be having discussions around what the actual project is, what are the requirements, what is expected of you, what technologies are going to be used, so on and so forth. Once again, here I am going to emphasize upon note taking, right? You also need to take notes, and also remember that if you have any doubts regarding the requirements or what is expected of you, clear it then and there. It is very important. You cannot have doubts in your mind about something and then start working about the project. Remember, don't start working upon the project until unless all the doubts are clear in your head. Now, once you're very clear about your project, about the requirements and all, you will start working on your project, of course. And then you will be having a lot of tasks to do at hand. So it might get very tricky for you on how to manage all these tasks, because at the end of the day, you have a very limited period of time in your hand wherein you have to complete the project before the set deadline, and you have to be very effective with your process. So what I used to do is make to-do lists, write down first, collect all the tasks that are to be done, and then prioritize it. A few tasks are to be done before the other tasks, or a few tasks have more priority than the other tasks. So I would simply give them numbers, and then while I start my day with the internship, I'll first go with completing the first task in the list, and so on and so forth, right? At the end of the day, I would make sure that I'm ticking off all the tasks, and if I'm doing so, that means yes, I'm on the right track. Now, similar to a to-do list, I also used to jot down all the progress I've made throughout the day and mail that to my manager, right? Now, it had two advantages. The first one was, of course, I got a clearer picture of my progress. Secondly, it helped my manager to be in loop of what I'm doing. Generally in big firms, what happens is managers are really busy people. So possibly they are not in loop of what you are doing every day, right? So you need to keep them in loop, right? And you have to be very proactive in this. Now, the next point which I'm going to talk about is an absolutely important point. And that is, don't shy away from asking doubts, right? I was always said that no doubt is a silly doubt. So generally what happens is, before asking a doubt, we generally think that, oh, maybe this is a very silly doubt, we just somehow hesitate to ask doubts, but you should never do that. Generally what happens, we are more comfortable with our mentor, but at the same time, you cannot flood your mentor with all of your doubts. So I used to go and ask the same doubt to 2-3 people whom I thought are best for this particular doubt. Whoever used to get free first, that person would reply to my query, or in case I needed to get on a call, that person would get on a call and clear that doubt. This is one of the things. Another thing was, I used to make a list of all the doubts, as I used to make a list of tasks and all, because everything needs to be organized. After all, you have to do everything very efficiently before the internship ends. In case I was able to clear the doubts the same day, fair. If not, I would wait for a single day, and the next day I would again ping other people to clear my doubt. But yes, I would make sure that no doubt is staying uncleared for more than 1 to 2 days. Now, the next point is again a very important point. Be as much proactive as possible. One thing that I used to do was, we had a senior manager who didn't used to have any meetings with me. But then at the same time, it was important for him to know about my progress, right? So I thought of updating him myself. I would just go to him every week, ping him, know about his calendar, or just normally see his calendar, right? And schedule a meeting from my end, right? And update him whatever I did throughout the week. Instead of getting to know about my work from others, he could actually directly talk to me. So this was something I did voluntarily, and you can do similar tasks, similar other things you can volunteer at and show your proactiveness, because also this is one of a very major criteria for them to decide whether you should be finally given a full-time offer or not. The next important thing is networking. You might have heard it from a lot of people that how networking is so much important during your internship and in general in life, right? So similarly, I would suggest that do network a lot with your team members, because at the end of the day, if you're expecting to get a position at the same company with the same team, you need to make yourself comfortable with them, and you also want them to be comfortable with you, right? So for me, the internship was a virtual internship, so definitely it was a little difficult to get to know each other. But what I used to do was, every week I would just set aside 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes with a single person of the team. I would definitely ping that person, just asking for an informal chat to get to know each other better. The final point that I'm going to talk about is presentation. Now, presentation is a very, very important part of your internship. After all, you're going to present whatever you have done in the last 2-3 months. There are going to be a lot of people during the presentation, people from senior management, people from different team, right? And you might also be bombarded with a lot of questions. So you have to be ready for all that, right? So one thing that I did was, I did a mock presentation session with my team. Right. So first, I definitely prepared a presentation, got some feedbacks from my mentor, and then asked my manager to schedule a mock, presentation session with my team members. So basically, what happened in that presentation was, I presented the project that I'd worked upon, right? And they asked me questions related to that presentation, of course. They also gave me feedbacks on what things to work upon and what are the good things. At the end of the actual presentation, I got a lot of praise from all my team members. They were really happy the way I presented it, or the way I handled the questions thrown by, the senior management or the other members, and the senior managers also liked my presentation. So definitely you have to be a little bit proactive in this matter to kind of go forward and schedule a meeting with all your team members for this mock presentation session. So basically, if you follow all the points that I've talked about in this video and at the same time work on your project successfully, there is no way you are not going to get the pre-placement offer. But one thing that you need to remember is that it's also possible you don't get the pre-placement offer. not because of your lack of ability or less competency, but because of some other reason, some other issues, right? So you don't need to be disheartened by this. Just be happy by the fact that you finally got a corporate exposure, and using this corporate exposure, using this experience, try to get better, even better job offers. So if you like my video, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel because it motivates me to bring to you even better videos. Till then, keep working hard. I'll meet you in the next video. Bye-bye.